First job at day then collecting this diesel Bowser, get it tucked on and realise some pillocks broke the breakaway cable. Luckily I keep a spare cause that pillock's normally me. Good old sea bag on floor to kneel on, cause who don't want arthritis in the 30s? Realise the connection's different, so cut the old cable off. Could have used some wire snips, but God made angle grinders for a reason, didn't he? Thread that new clip on once you've got that one off. Use the same fingering motion you've used to disappoint at least 3 ladies over your lifetime. Once it's on, get t'other end up to truck and give her a little tug to make sure she's alright. Once we've done that, we'll get lights a check just to make sure they're working. It is a Land Rover, so they're dimmer than your average Forex trader, but they're all on and working, so off to Greg's we go. Dimwit this morning decided to rip the hose off of a Bowser, so because I can't get a new one, thank you COVID, I've had to come up the boneyard to take one off a scrapper. Grab some tiny things out of the toolbox and head over and have a look. Realise some incompetent fuckwit installed this, but set to work anyway and get it unbolted. Once we've got that loose, climb up into the tank and set to with the big nut fuckers to get these big bad boys off. Once we've got them unbolted, we spot that some poor cunt's dropped his hammer, so I'm having that fucker. That bust that nut, bit of wrist action as usual for that job. And realise that that counter's worth having as well, so we won't leave that for the scrap boys. Anyway, get that unwound, launch everything in the back of the truck, realise washing the thing off yesterday was fucking pointless. Anyway, load it up, stick her in diff lock, drive like fuck, don't get stuck. Zithy. Rolling at work van zone back to my workshop to get a quick service with my trusty friend here. Start by dropping engine oil, making sure to splash it all over your hand and the fucking floor and make a good old mess to clear up later. Get the filter whipped out, it's down by front, start with mechanical aid and then finish her off by hand because it's only plight, isn't it? Pop new filter in and get her stuff back in there. After we've done that, put some motion lotion in to make sure we don't forget, but always put some plug back in, otherwise it just falls out at fucking bottom. Not that I've done that. Take air cover off just to give you a bit of better access to fuel filter at back, because them French fuckers have stuck it right out at way. Yeet that dirty bastard across the workshop and put a nice new one in. Then start on cabin filter, which I'm pretty sure the French have made as hard as possible on the UK models just to punish us for Brexit. Set of cunts. I'll sither you fuckers. So the alternator on this old TM is currently putting out as much power as the Scottish Parliament, so about time to get her swapped over. Get the old one unbolted, electrical connectors off, and then remember that there's an awkward fucker at the back that I always forget about, so unbolt that little twat as well. New one on, electrical connectors on, and get all the other bolts dialed in. Always, of course, lubricating the shaft for her pleasure and for ours. Get that stuck in and tightened up, then it's time to put the belt back on. Quite easy on these, just stick your dingus end in the tensioner and nice and tight she'll get. Right, inject some angry pixies from the wall just to get her going and check she's charging, and there we go. Then obviously after that we've got to take her for a bit of an extended test drive. It's obviously for the customer's good, not for me just wanting to have a ride out. Right, I'll see thee. Right then, first job at morning. The old Manitou's having a few problems. Fuel tank's dirtier than a Barnsley Birds only fan, so I ain't got time to drop the tank and clean it properly, so I'm going to stick in an inline filter for now just to keep it right. So get started and then realise I'm getting felt up. But it's just some fat cow, so you can get back, you bastard, and I'll carry on. So get that all tightened up and then give her the old 2-pump method until she starts squirting. Once she starts squirting, she'll be ready to go like a good one. There we go. Right, off she is running, and now it's time to sort myself out because missed breakfast this morning. Right, I'll see thee.